All right, this is day 3 of the ISN setup. You should have your notebook in front of you. If you don't, go get it. Um, the first thing you are going to do is you are going to finish numbering all the way to 200. Remember, left equals even, right equals odd. Okay? If you mess up, fix it, be proactive. So pause and do that before you move on. All right, once you have all of your pages numbered, now we are going to fill in the table of contents. And here's how you would find the table of contents normally. You would go to Canvas, American History, and at the top under Class Resources, it says ISN Table of Contents. That is where you would click. And it takes you to this, and it has a link to a Google Doc that I will update. So you're going to go there. And when you click on the link, you get this. I would like you to copy down everything up to page 15 into your table of contents now. Make sure it's really neat. Be careful. Make sure those page numbers are exactly the same as mine. When you're done with that, unpause this video. All right, these are going to be the first notes for your video or for your ISN. On page 8, the title should be ISN Requirements Notes, and I will show you an example, and then you'll copy down the notes. All right, I'll show you an example and then come back to this slide for you to copy. All right, you'll notice that I have the title up here and then the 3 bullet points. All right, go ahead and pause this, finish your notes, and then play the video. All right, on page 9, you are going to do the exact same thing. Make sure you have your title, class expectations, and then your 4 points. Pause and write this down. When you're done, play the video. For now, I would like you to just put the title blog info on page 10 and write the link www.kidblog.org. We will add more to this as the year goes on. All right, now you are going to glue in the literacy standards and the literacy rubrics. And I'm going to show you some examples. All right, so this will go on page 11. All right, when you're done, move on to the rubrics. All right, now the rubrics, make sure you have the titles for both of these things. Okay, those are important. For the second page, put it at the very top because we may add some. So those 3 all go together, and then our second page is just 1. All right, so the standards in the ICANN page go on page 11, and then the rubrics, which are not filled in yet, go on pages 12 and 13. Pause, play it when you're done. All right, now on page 14 is going to be your race sheet, and that is the red sheet under the screen in the front. So go get that, cut it out. I'll show you an example of what it should look like. All right, on page 14 we have our race. Notice it's sideways in the notebook so that none of it is hanging out. Then you're going to need this main idea page, and that will go on page 15. All right, so race was on page 14. When you've done that, replay the video. That main idea, the purple sheet, goes on page 15. All right, so you should have all of this in your notebook except for this About the Author page, so we're going to talk about that next. But double check, make sure everything is taped in that is on this list. All right, this is the About the Author page assignment. It is going to go on page 1. Draw 10 things that tells your classmates, especially me, about you. Be sure to include captions and labels. This assignment should include lots of color, so use those crayons, use colored pencils, and it goes on page 1. I'm going to show you my example, and then you can get started. All right, so I drew a movie admission ticket because I like going to the movies, a history book because it's my favorite subject, an apple for teaching, I did a blue color wheel because the color blue is my favorite color. Fall is my favorite season. A little farther down, I drew the Northern Lights and growing up in Alaska. Dogs because I am allergic to cats, though I've always found them to be friendly. Snow is my favorite kind of weather. Fishing with my dad, captions on there a little farther. And I drew, or I should say I traced, an airplane because I love to travel. So, do 10 things about you with captions. All right, if you finish all of that and we still have class time, when you are done, go ahead and put your notebook away. You can play freerice.com or icivics.org games. And I just want to say thank you for a wonderful week. It was really great. Have a really great weekend. And here's the author page assignment in case you need it again.